The commodities market is under pressure from trade wars and inflation, but livestock and dairy aren't immune. With longer production cycles and rising feed costs, are we seeing beef become a luxury item? I'm Johanna Bota, and here to break it all down is StoneX's Director of West Coast Dairy, James Carr. James, thank you for being here with us today.
Hi, Johanna.
What are the key factors driving the dairy and the livestock market?
Well, like everything in the commodities, where everything's interconnected, so we're really focused on the inflation we've seen over the last 5 years, and also the trade wars that are being discussed all over the news wires and everything we talk about. All of our customers are worried about it. So that's really what's driving these markets. Um, a lot of volatility because of the inflation. Everything's gone up in price. If you think about it, labor's more expensive, insurance, replacement parts, third-party consultant costs, inputs, rent, construction, everything is exponentially more expensive than uh, we were 4 years ago. So that's a major impact on all of our customers.
And we do keep hearing about a lack of heifers keeping dairy production constrained. So, what is keeping us from growing the replacement animal inventory?
It's an interesting shift in the livestock world where we're really embracing sex semen.
Hmm.
And and I'm not going to get into the weeds on it, but essentially, it's the ability to pick the type of animal that you're going to pregnate this cow with or a heifer with, and it's
And
really
preferably a
changed how
female.
dairy's preferably a female, but with the increased price of beef right now, it's really changing how livestock and dairy specifically is operating. We figure with sex semen and the that we're seeing about 60% of the herd. So I'm talking about a dairy herd. About 60% of that herd is being impregnated to beef, so a beef
Hmm.
cross. So the dairy is taking the cream of their crop. So let's say they're taking the top 30%, 35%. They're breeding those to heifers for dairy. The rest are going to beef, and it's become a major impact on the dairy farm in the United States. We figure last year it was worth about $1.50 a hundredweight, which is a significant amount of revenue from your day old calves and cull cows. So it's made a major change in how they manage. So instead of throwing a bull out into the field that you've got behind you and seeing how many girls he can get pregnant and how many steers and heifers come out of that, we know exactly or pretty close to exactly what's going to drop when that animal gives birth. So it has allowed the individual dairy to manage more effectively, which decreases the amount of heifers that go on the market.
So, earlier we also talked about inflationary pressures. What are your thoughts on the rising price of beef and its impact on the livestock and dairy markets?
Beef at these prices, you're really talking about if you're talking about a family going out to eat or what they're deciding to use as protein, it's starting to become a really a luxury item.
Hmm.
We're seeing it a lot in QSR, which is the quick service restaurants, fast food places. Um, it's nearly as expensive to feed a family of four at a fast food joint right now or a fast food restaurant right now as it is to go to a casual dining restaurant. So what we're starting to see, or what we think we're starting to see, our economics team and the rest of us, is that that shift is actually going to less times going to the restaurant, but maybe going to a nicer restaurant instead. So instead of going to the QSR 3 times a week with the kids after work, you're going to a casual dining experience once or twice, and paying just a little bit more. So we're seeing that impact for sure, and you're also starting to see not only because of inflation, but because the change of diets here in the United States specifically is we're
Hmm.
really going to quality calories, looking for
Okay.
protein. So um, you're seeing the dairy product shift. So cheese, we're still consuming the same amount of dairy, we're just changing. So there's more yogurt being consumed and more higher protein alternative dairy drinks too. So we're seeing those changes.
I'm pretty sure we see that in the UK as well. But in the US, everything has a calorie base now. And also even sometimes the protein, which I personally find quite useful, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a great development over the last few years to be able to grab that nice, we all love dairy, and
Hmm.
now we can go into the dairy aisle and grab a high protein dairy drink, and the consumer is doing that, and you can see it in the shift in purchases.
Well, we all love cheese too, and now I can know how much protein I'm getting from my cheese.
There you go.
Well, thank you, James, and thank you for watching. For more financial content like this, please like and subscribe to our channel.